Effortless English by AJ Hall. Chapter 1, A Better Way to Learn English. If you pick up this book, chances are you've wanted to speak English for a while. Maybe you've even taken class. You probably need English to improve your career. Maybe you want to travel internationally or study abroad. You know that English is the key to international business and international travel. So, let me ask you something. Do you feel nervous or shy when you try to speak English? Do you still struggle to understand what someone is saying to you despite years of study? Are you embarrassed about your pronunciation or worried you speak too slowly? Are you frustrated that despite all the time you invested in learning English, you still can't speak it? Despite your goals, is it difficult for you to actually use English in your job, travels, or studies? Do you sometimes feel that you'll never master spoken English? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you're not alone. In fact, you're fairly typical. Most English students feel this way. Most adult English learners are stressed and frustrated about their speaking ability. Some feel completely hopeless and believe they'll never be able to speak English powerfully. Not because they're bad at languages, but because, like you, they've been taught using the wrong methods. The good thing is that it doesn't have to be like this. There's nothing wrong with you. You can learn to speak English naturally and with ease. You can use English effectively in your job, travels, and studies. You feel relaxed and confident every time you speak English. In fact, as a long-time English teacher, I've helped thousands of students all over the world become fluent and powerful English speakers. How did I do it? I did it using a teaching method I developed called Effortless English. Effortless English enables you to learn English naturally and automatically, the way children learn before they enter school. Too often, English classes get to focus on tests, textbooks, grades, and levels that students forget why they're there in the first place. They forgot about the world goals of a more successful career and exciting international travel. With effortless English, you never lose sight of the fact that the ultimate goal of learning a language is communications. Instead, you learn to speak English both quickly and with more precision. Effortless. I understand if you're skeptical, particularly if you've been trying to learn English the traditional way. You've put it in the hours memorizing vocabulary lists, doing grammar drills, and reading boring textbooks. Now you're thinking, how can speaking English possibly be effortless? Believe me, I feel your pain. Back when I started teaching 15 years ago, my students were all excited to begin conversing in English, and I was excited to help them. At that time, I thought in the usual way. I used textbooks and focused on teaching grammars. I thought this was the best way to teach, and none of my students complained. I still remember one particularly intelligent student of mine from Venezuela named Gladys. Gladys was determined to speak English well. Talk about effort. Gladys attended every one of my classes. She always sat in the center of the front row. I can still picture her eager and smiling face. She took detailed notes. She listened to every word I said. She also studied at home every day. Gladys studies her English textbooks for 4 hours or more. She also tried to learn 50 new vocabulary words for memorizing word lists. Gladys was my star student, and I too was sure she would succeed. 6 months later, however, she still could barely speak English. Her speech was hesitant and unnatural. She constantly made grammar mistakes, even the simplest sentences. Her pronunciation was difficult to understand. She still taught in Spanish and tried to translate it to and from English when she spoke. Worst of all, Gladys felt nervous every time she tried to speak English. Speaking English was a painful experience for her. Gladys was extremely frustrated. After so much effort, she had barely improved. As her teacher, I too was frustrated. I was sure Gladys would improve quickly and could not understand why she had not. I followed all of the traditional teaching methods. I used the standard textbooks and the standard classroom activities. She is intelligent, disciplined, and consistent, and yet her English speaking barely improved. Sadly, I realized that Gladys was not the only one who had not improved. Her classmates also had barely improved. It was frustrating, and I felt like a complete failure as a teacher. But when I asked my college for help, it turned out they had the same problem. Very few of their students were improving either. At that point, I realized something was wrong. Something is wrong with standard methods for teaching English.